everyone, welcome to another week of Check It Out, where I recommend titles for you to learn from, connect with, and explore. This week's title is The Good Hawk by Joseph Eliot. This is a historical fantasy book, and I want to mention that the historical context of this book centers itself in medieval Scotland, which was a very brutal period of time. Even though the setting is a mythical land called Scotia, at times this book has some scenes of brutal violence that could be upsetting to some readers. So if that's not your thing, this might not be the book for you. But it's a great story, and I want to talk a little bit about that. So in this book, we have two narrators, which was really interesting. I love the back and forth between them. They were two very different voices. Our first narrator is Jamie. He is an angler, which is a profession that was chosen for him by the elders of his clan, and not necessarily a profession that he may have chosen on his own, because he suffers from a severe anxiety that is triggered by the water. But he deals with that in a great way throughout the book. I don't want to spoil anything, but it's really, I thought it was well done. Our second narrator is Agatha. She's a watcher or a hawk. They tend to watch the wall. They kind of protect the village or the clan by being kind of the eyes for the village. If anything is coming up in the water, they're kind of the first ones to know, and that's kind of part of her job. So Agatha also, it's never expressly stated in the book, but I've read some reviews and different things, and the Agatha's character has Down syndrome. And that makes her the target of some ridicule by other members of their clan, which it becomes part of her storyline. But her character was just amazing. I loved her voice. I loved what she goes through in the story. She has this really special talent, which I thought made her super unique. She can talk to animals in her mind. And she communicates with them throughout the story, and she tells them things to do. And it's a really good skill to have because it helps them in some of their situations. But two really interesting dynamic characters that made this book really great. The story starts out that their clan has been overthrown and enslaved by another clan from Norvig, which is far away from them. And Jamie and Agatha have to set out over a haunted mainland to go find them and bring them back. And they have no plan. They just know that they need to do this. They need to save their clan. So they, come together and set out to try and save their clan. And they meet characters along the way that kind of help them and contribute to the storyline. There's a mad queen. I mean, there's so much in this book. There's a lot of mythology. It can be kind of dark. Like I said, it's kind of brutal. There's some violence, but there are these moments of humor and compassion that give it a lightness that kind of helps counterbalance that darkness, which I think helps a lot. The book ends on a pretty good big cliffhanger, so I definitely feel like there's going to be a sequel. Like I said, it's a planned trilogy, so I'm really excited to read that. Why did I like this book? The setting was super rich. There's a lot of history and culture. The author incorporates Gaelic words that really give it a nice flavor. Jamie's development was amazing. I loved watching his character arc. Agatha has a really nice character arc as well, but I love that she kind of knew who she was the whole time, which I think it's great to see a strong female character. I love that she gives a voice to a character that has Down syndrome. I want to see more of that in books. Overall, I loved it. The author, Joseph Eliot, talks a little bit about his own experiences in his little author blurb, working with children with special needs, and how that shaped the characters that he created. So I thought that was awesome. Overall, I loved the book. I'm excited to read the next one. Themes in the book are fortitude and leadership. So I want to recommend my Readalikes. I have one here today that also takes place in Scotland, and it is called Where the World Ends by Geraldine McCarran. This is emotional, it's gritty, it's dark. Again, very much in line with The Good Hawk. So with that, I hope you found something to book up your week. Thanks, everyone.